We got a head of Homeland Security who did nothing to protect the troops. They're dead. We got a chief of staff of the Army who not only after the fact says that he's sorry, he doesn't say that. He says we must protect diversity, uber alles. We got a president who says mumbo jumbo, due process, blah, blah, blah. We got an attorney general who's going to go to a meeting with a CAREback group, and we're sitting here like sheep waiting for the next shoe to drop. So who do you blame for the attack? Me? You blame right-wingers for this? Who do you blame for this? The only result of this should be that the Democrats lose the entire military vote forever over this. I'd love to see a Rasmussen poll this week or next with a question that's loaded. Like, in light of the Fort Hood massacre and the chain of emails that the government failed to fire Hassan, would you ever vote for a Democrat again, yes or no? I'd get 100% no on that one. See, I can load the question being trained in statistics. They won't ask such a question. I mean, that's the kind of question to ask. If you want to get the other result, you ask a different question, something that Obama's communications czar would put out. Anyway, that's the story. What do you want me to talk about? The dog? What I cooked last night? The Trojan horse? 10% of U.S. mosques preach hate and jihad, according to the FBI, and we do nothing about it and sit there and say, oh, don't say mosque. Don't say Muslim. Don't look at them the wrong way, because Janet Napolitano is liable to come for you with a black helicopter and then let the left wing ridicule you because you're a paranoid right-winger. If only you were more liberal and you could only get along, you would just be fine. They wouldn't have done it. If old Major Hassan had tooth work, says Geraldo Rivera, he probably wouldn't have shot it up. He needed tooth work. I guess Geraldo Rivera was implicating that there wasn't enough good dental work in that Fort Hood or at Walter Reed, which is why he went off. I mean, look, what do you want to be, comedic in the political arena? The Army failed. Homeland Security failed. FBI failed. So far as we know, the CIA failed. The American media failed. Everyone failed. That's all. Our people are dead. And what will happen as a result? Nothing. Nothing. Lieberman will rightly run a commission. There'll be a report that costs $15 million at the very least. They'll visit Fort Hood. They'll visit Walter Reed. The schmucks they'll fly to the Middle East. They'll go to a diversity session. They'll travel to Malaysia where moderates live. They'll travel around the world and dine on lamb around the world. They'll come back in 2 years. They'll write a report saying, although the Fort Hood incident was a tragedy that could have been averted, it really couldn't have been averted. And the reason it couldn't have been averted is owing to the political situation of the complicated relationship between folks of a certain religion, without mentioning the religion, and the overall structure of the Army that needs a few of these people for translation purposes. And therefore, although it could have been prevented and people wouldn't be dead, it couldn't have been prevented because of the way the structural implications of the structure of the military transformational abilities were structured by the generals who were in charge with the cranberries on the hat because they have a contracting job waiting in Bosnia when this is over, with the former Homeland Security chief who went to work for Albania a day after he left the Homeland Security Department, and they'll go to Saudi Arabia as consultants to the king himself, dining again on lamb and the dancing girls, and therefore we conclude that nothing really happened. There actually wasn't a massacre. Most of these people passed away from old age. The rest of them died of heart attacks and natural causes on the floor of Fort Hood. And there was no hero because nothing actually happened. And God bless America. Over there, I'll be back.
Savage.